Welcome back to Living and Investing in Cancun. This time around, we are casting the spotlight on a new development called Beecheii, and in case you need help remembering, it is pronounced kind of like ceviche. In this video, we will be going a little bit in depth, providing information on this investment opportunity, and hopefully by the end of this video, we'll have helped you arrive at your own conclusion as to whether or not it might be right for you. Stay tuned. Hey again, everybody. My name is Frank. I am the man in the chair, and I am partnered with the lovely Diana, a licensed agent with Net Real Estate, and we help people just like you who are wanting to either live or invest in Cancun or its surrounding areas ultimately find that perfect spot. So do not hesitate. Whether you are 9 days away or 90, reach out to our team. Whether you shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call any day of the week, any time of day. It is what we love to do. So yes, in this video, we are talking about Beecheii, pronounced like ceviche. Overall, we are going to give you a simple enough breakdown, providing enough information we feel is valuable to you. But ultimately, with something like this, there is just so much information out there that we do have our hands on. So if you're wanting to learn more specifics than what we cover in this video, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I will do my best to relay what is most important. And so without further ado, let's get right to it. For starters, first and foremost, let's talk location. Now, obviously the name of this channel is Living and Investing in Cancun, but just in case you're new, we do cover an abundance of its surrounding areas. And of course, it just so happens that Beecheii, similar to the last project we covered on this channel, is also located in Tulum. Now, just in case you are less familiar, Tulum is roughly an hour and a half away from Cancun. It is a very popular tourist place, and it is booming with development, loads of investment opportunities. A lot of people like Tulum because it feels so secluded, because it is so quiet. You really feel like you're in the jungle. And while of course Cancun has many of those characteristics, it is going to be further developed. It is going to have more traffic. It is going to be more busy. Both options are obviously incredible, so it really does boil down to subjectivity and taste. And so to further touch on the more specific location of Beecheii, it is in the heart of Tulum, roughly 20 minutes from the airport and only 10 minutes from the beach. And a more specific part of the heart of Tulum is a place called Barrio Holística, which of course is also ripe with attractions, tourism, beauty, etc. Now, with location out of the way, it's time we talk Beecheii. What exactly is Beecheii? What does it have to offer? Why are people already buying? What makes it so attractive? And ultimately, the answer to that question is loaded with details and specifics and information, which I will be getting to in this video. But beforehand, I thought it wise to give you a rather simplified explanation of just what the heck this is. To put it simply, within the heart of Tulum, and within this more specific popular area of Tulum, there will be an exclusive residential community with 24/7 security, even a security booth. And within this community, there are 95 plots of land, some of which have already sold, some of which of course are still available. These plots of land will range in size as well, from around 400 square meters, which is in the 4,000s of square footage, all the way up to the 800s in square meters, which is accordingly over 8,000 square feet. So in the simplest possible terms, it is a neighborhood. It is a community. However, simplifying it that much does do it a bit of disservice. So now let's get into the details. Within Beecheii, you are going to have an abundance of amenities and services, such as a cenote-like common pool, a clubhouse, a jungle gym, a yoga area, a pet park, a kids area, a specifically designed Beecheii walking path, the aforementioned 24-hour surveillance and security, which accordingly will have controlled and limited access. And Beecheii will also include its own beach club. Now, in addition to the amenities, as mentioned, there are also services they offer, such as running water, underground electricity, optical fiber and Wi-Fi, perimeter fences, street lighting, trash area and waste sorting, white treated streets, and storm water drainage. Ready to go, all set up for you. Part of what makes Beecheii special is really leaning into the overall vibe or aesthetic or selling point of Tulum and what Tulum represents to so many people. As mentioned, it is an optimal place to escape from city life, traffic, pollution, noise, and to many people it is more than just a small, pretty beach town. It prides itself in being full of cultural, gastronomic, holistic activities, all kinds of entertainment, whether you're enjoying a first-class culinary experience or enjoying an art and music festival. The trademark that runs through Tulum and many of its projects is consistent with themes of consciousness, connection with nature, and one's self. Now, within all of this peace and tranquility, there is a road called Fifth Avenue, which is really the heartbeat of this general area. Fifth Avenue essentially is a main street where a variety of restaurants, bars, and shops coexist, sharing wellness culture and the search for a more conscious and healthy life. All in addition to being the general overall area chosen to house the first mall in Tulum, supermarkets, shops, a cinema, hopefully and ultimately becoming the main access point to the city from the new Tulum International Airport. Now, it's important to remember this entire project was designed and planned based on how to generate value at the price per square meter or square footage so that those who buy or invest can have sustainable guarantees to generate their surplus value. Worth mentioning as well is that contrary to the previous project we talked about on this channel called Noop, Beecheii is going to be more of a mid to long-term investment. So for example, with Noop, these are condos that are going to be finished, that have furnishing options already, that are designed with lock-offs where you can rent off one unit into two different parties, a whole dedicated building, 4 minutes from the beach, that kind of thing. In the case of Beecheii, you are buying into, as mentioned, a neighborhood, a community, a town that is on the rise. And so with that in mind, the designers at Beecheii actually allow you to own your property, your plot of land, up to 5 years without even having to build a house yet. They're also flexible by allowing you to sell it if you so choose. If you want to sit on it and let it appreciate and then sell before building your house, that is perfectly fine by them. What's optional as well to make it even easier for you is that Beecheii is offering 4 different home design plans. So in the event that you are not someone who wants to just buy the plot of land, sit on it, let it appreciate, and you are someone who wants to build a home, whether to live in primarily as a secondary option or to rent out as an Airbnb, let's get into those specifics. Let's start with the first 2 out of the 4 available options. These 2 will be on the smaller side, and these are called B-lofts. The B-lofts offer 2 pools, an eco-friendly orchard, solar panels, treatment water plant, and 3 parking spots. The 1-bedroom option will come with 1.5 baths and stands at around 807 square feet. The 1-bedroom option will be around $150,000. Onto the 2-bedroom option, you've got 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and this one stands at around 1,237 square feet. Pricing for the second option is right around $210,000. And just to remind you, both of these options will have the aforementioned controlled access, the location on Fifth Avenue, surrounded by land and commercial areas, exclusive use for single-family residential, the possibility of generating money through different factors such as pre-sale, being located in an area which has tons of development and future growth, all of the aforementioned amenities and services, so on and so forth. Now let's move on to the final 2 home options. These will be a bit larger in size, and these are called Casa Colmena. Your 2 options will have either 3 or 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, around 2,700 square feet, 2 stories, an optional roof terrace, a private pool, and private parking. Essentially, the difference between these is that if you get the 3 bedrooms, you get the terrace, and if you get the 4 bedrooms, you get no terrace, but of course, the extra room. Either one of these options will be priced right in the mid $400,000s. So ultimately, it's nice to know that if you don't want to just sit on the plot of land, you do have an abundance of options. Something else worth noting that I really like about this development is their transparency and willingness to answer questions. One of the many pieces of provided information are their answers to frequently asked questions, a lot of these which are great to know. Covering things along the lines of how much they estimate you'll gain in property value, building for either a long-term or vacation rental, their ability to offer property management services and rental promotion, information on loans or loans as a foreigner, options for construction loans, discounts, financing, the minimum initial investment, the reservation fee, the building process, so on and so forth. Obviously, that is a lot of information, probably way too much for me to specifically read through, keeping you watching this video for hours and hours. So, of course, please feel free to rewind and pause for any of that. Off the top of my head, though, other things worth mentioning real quickly as well would be things such as the available financing. US-based would be long-term, Mexico would be shorter term, such as 18 to 24 months, as well as, of course, this project essentially being completed by August of 2024, with the services already having been finished in February, and of course the land already having been delivered in August of 23. And so there you have it. Lots of information to digest. I most certainly did my best to relay what I thought was important for you to know, all the while not totally losing you or boring you in the process, hoping to make it as entertaining as possible. Ultimately, this is a terrific project, and as mentioned, there is so much more information that we did not cover in this video, so if you'd like to get your hands on that, feel free to reach out to us. Otherwise, however, it is worth mentioning that maybe Beecheii is not for you. Maybe you prefer an investment opportunity such as Noop, which we previously talked about in our last video. Or maybe you don't even want Tulum. Maybe you want Playa del Carmen. Maybe you want Cancun itself. Either way, helping you find that perfect spot and helping you find that perfect deal is what we are here for. But of course, the only way we can do that is by you reaching out to us. So do not hesitate. Whether you are 9 days away or 90, reach out to our team. Whether you shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call, any day of the week, any time of day. And of course, in case you're new on this channel, we talk about living and investing in Cancun and its surrounding area. So if you haven't already, to learn more, go ahead and subscribe and click that little bell to get notified whenever we put out a new video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Feel free to click the like button if we've been providing any value for you. Share it with anybody you know. And until the next one, you guys, my name is Frank. This is Living and Investing in Cancun, and we will absolutely catch you later.